If it's out of your control, it deserves freedom from your mind too. Don't stress over things that are out of your control. What you're going to realize is that the stress that we go through more times than not is not from the actual situation of things that occur, but rather our response to them, which means that we are in control of how we're feeling. We're in control of how we react to events. And a lot of times it's easy to get worked up over things that happen, relationship issues, job issues, things going on in life. We get worked up and it seriously affects our day to day, our mentals. It's easy to get stressed out. It's easy to get angry. It's just easy to get your emotions in a bunch. But one of the most powerful things you can do is exercise control over your emotions. And one element of doing that is recognizing that the best thing to do, something that's going to give you tremendous peace, is not to stress over things that are out of your control. Why is that important? Because when you start to try to control your emotions and not overreact to things that are out of your control, what you're going to recognize is if something happens that's negative, that's affecting you, you dwelling on it and reacting to it negatively will make no difference to the outcome of what occurred. So in that situation, you being negative, you being angry, you being overly depressed on this situation or thing that happened is only going to negatively impact you. This is why you always hear people saying, stay positive. This is why you always see quotes saying, stay positive no matter what. Staying positive doesn't mean be delusional about what happened. It doesn't mean what happened isn't a bad thing or a travesty. It just means that if you can choose between being negative or positive, being positive is the only thing that's going to have a positive impact on your well-being, on your mindset, and maybe even eventually the outcome of whatever is going on. Now, that's not to say, it's never dwell on something or take time to be sad or take time to be, to yourself to cope with your feelings. But if you let something negatively impact you for a long period of time, you are only negatively affecting your life. It doesn't even mean get over it. It just means stay positive no matter what. Whatever happened. It's out of your control. Take the next step. Find a solution or accept that it's out of your control and allow it to have freedom from your mind. Being positive not only affects your mind, but sometimes when you stay positive, you start to see things work out. You can call it manifestation, you can call it good energy, but when you remain positive, things just start to align. It's like that saying, don't talk about how tired you are, how broke you are. Stay grateful, stay thankful. Same principle. Stay positive, even during hardship. And too many times, even me, something will happen. It gets easy to get worked up. It becomes easy to be sad. Those emotions start piling up on each other. And then you find yourself not being able to enjoy life the way you used to before whatever happened. And I don't believe we should let events or circumstances in life overtake our mindset to that extent where we're feeling depressed, sad, angry. And then all of a sudden you're no longer in control of how you're feeling and where your mind's at. Staying positive can be hard. And each person has a unique experience. So even for me to be behind the mic saying stay positive no matter what, not knowing what you go through, it might sound cliche and it might sound cringe. But again, it doesn't dismiss the truth. Something terrible can happen in your life. Something unfortunate can happen in your life. Your reaction to that situation will only affect your well-being moving forward. And what helps me stay positive is that very fact right there. Understanding that if I'm negative about something moving forward, if I'm overdwelling on it, it's only going to affect me. If I'm angry at someone, if I have hatred towards someone who did me wrong in the past, if I continue to carry that in my soul, in my mind, I'm the only one being negatively affected. It's not like my anger will affect that person who did me bad, who did me wrong. So I'm the only one who loses in that situation. You know, that's even why forgiving is important, because when you forgive, you let whatever you're harboring in your soul out, and you now can move on in peace. Same thing applies here. We all go through stuff, but as you're going through stuff, see if you can find ways to be positive, find the good in the darkest spots, find ways to be grateful for whatever is going on. Look at downfalls as a new opportunity to grow. Look at the ends of things, like whether it's a relationship or a job, as a new beginning. And what you're seeing here is, even as things are going on that are bad, there's always a good way to look at it and encourage you to move forward. So even if you have to force it, when you're going through something, when you feel your emotions getting worked up, take a step back, ask yourself, how can I force myself to find the positive in this situation? And watch how things change. Watch how you become happier. Watch how things start working in your favor. It definitely is hard. It's not a cakewalk. We all go through traumatic events, sad things, breakups, losing friendships, and so on and so forth. But I believe the difference between people who are happy and those who are not are the ones who understand, even in hardship, find ways to remain positive. If it's out of your control, it deserves freedom from your mind too. So remember that moving forward. Stay positive no matter what. Put your best foot forward. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your dark spots. Come out renewed and keep going day to day. All right. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. As I continue to grow on YouTube, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Comment, subscribe, show love, and I hope I continue to get better at this.